Hello, everyone. My name is Xiang Jun. Okay, I'm from the Global Partner and Ecosystem Development Department. So today I will give you introduction about our smart PV partner policy. Okay, outside China, so it's for overseas. So in today's course, okay, during my introduction, after you finish this course, I hope you can just understand first our frame, okay, our policy frame, okay, our channel framework of our smart PV sales partner, and then the basic positioning, okay, of our smart PV partners, and then the third is our certification standards, and then the capability requirements, okay, for the partners, and then last is the incentives. Okay, you should know the types, how many types, and then the basic concepts of our smart PV partners. So let's begin. Okay. So in Huawei Digital Power, okay, our partner ecosystem, we have these 6 types of partners. So I think most of you already know the first one is a sales partner. So sales partner, as you can see, as you know, that we have a distributor, we have a valued added, and then we also have a gold plus, and a silver or authorized or registered partner. So this is the sales partner. So its positioning, I think, is very simple. Most of you should know that it's just help help Huawei to sell, promote, and then to sell Huawei Digital Power. In here is our smart PV, right? Product or the energy storage system to our final customer or the end user. So this is the most typical partner you may know already. So second one is the service partner. So service partner is just we call it CSP, certified service partner. So it just help us, okay, to deliver, install, operate, or maintain our devices, okay. And then the second service partner is called authorized learning, okay, authorized learning service partner. So this partner is just to help us to deliver the training course like today, okay, to our partner to improve their capability. We call it hub, okay. And then the third one is industry partner. So this kind of partner, and maybe in your market, in your area, we don't know, we don't have, but in some area, okay, some area we have this kind of partner. So this partner is just like they buy, okay, they buy the components or the core product, okay, from Huawei, and then to do the integration, to do the assembling, and then to do the second develop, and then they will sell their product, the new product, with their own brand to our customer. So this is called industry partner, okay? And then the fourth one is called financing, okay, finance partner. So it means that they provide the competitive price or the flexible financing funds or solution to our partner, because sometimes our end user, our customer, don't have enough, maybe they don't have enough cash, or that they have some financial problem. So we invite this kind of financial partner to help us, okay, to provide a financial solution to our customer, okay, to make the deal done. Okay, the fifth is called a solution partner. So means that this partner will work with Huawei together to develop a solution, okay, and then to sell, to serve our customer. Okay, this is called the solution customer. So we have a kind of called like a solution integration delivery partner, or consulting design partner, or solution development partner. So this is 3 types of solution partner we have. And then the last, I think you also maybe know, if you handling smart PV business, it's called installer. Okay, installer is that to purchase Huawei smart TV business product, and then to provide the service, installation service to our end user. Okay, so this is introduction of our 6 kind of partner. Okay, in Huawei business digital power partners ecosystem. So today I will highlight, okay, our sales partner. Okay, so as you know that we have a VIP, we have distributor, we have a gold plus, we have a silver, we have registered certified partner. But different partners, sales partner, they have a different positioning in Huawei digital power business. So we have a sampling. We have a tier 1 and a tier 2 partner. So tier 1 partner normally is like a VIP, right? VIP, value added partner, and then distributor partner, and then the others like gold plus, silver, authorized are their tier 2. Okay, so different partner, they have a different position in our system. And VIP, okay, is just not sales. Okay, as mentioned, and it's not just a sales. The main target is to sell our product to the customer, but they also need to have some capability. They should take the responsibility of our market target, right? Business target. So, and also to develop relationship with our customer, and then provide sales, pre-sales, and marketing and service support for our customer, like the KA, right? And then, last but not least, is that they should develop a management their own partner. We call tier 2 partners to cover the market, okay, to cover the market and provide logistics, capital, pre-sales, sales, commercial, or marketing support for their own partner. Okay, so this is a VIP is position. So VIP is the core partner in our system. It's the most important partner in our smart PV business. So distributor is also a tier 1 partner, but compared with VIP, they have a less, okay, responsibility and less function in our system. So most times it's just a platform, okay, it provide financial, logistic, and commercial support for a tier 2 partner. Okay, so it doesn't need any. They don't need any. We don't have a requirement for the capability of in sales, right? In sales or pre-sales, just financing, logistics, and then commercial. And then also another one is that they should help their tier 2 partner to get the incentive, okay, from Huawei. If there is some case like this. So for tier 2 partner, okay, it's also our sales partner, okay, because this tier 2 partner, most time they contact our end user customer directly. So they also need to have some capability like pre-sales or service, okay. They also need to do some marketing branding, okay, in the market to help the customer, like the installer or the EPC or user, okay. So this is a positioning introduction about of different sales partner, okay. So VIP, distributor, tier 2 partner. So they have a different identity. Also, they have a different position and different function in our partner system. So how does Huawei to select our partner? So most time, okay, in our evaluation standard, we evaluate the partner based on their capability. Okay, so there are 5 core capability. Okay, when we consider selecting a partner or collaborating with a partner. The first one is the sales. Okay, whether they have a sales capability, they have a sales personnel, and then whether they can do can promote, okay, and then promote our solution to our customer, and then they also need to deliver the value of our solution to the customer to get the PO, right, to get the deal, right. So this is most important sales capability. And then second is the techniques. So that is including two terms, pre-sales and service. So they also, as mentioned, they need to know the solution. They should have the knowledge of our solution and our products. And then they can also provide the support, high quality support to our customer, okay, to get the trust from the customer. And then third is marketing, okay, marketing. So because especially for some smart PV business, for example, in the commercial and the industry or residential scenarios, we need to do the marketing, not just the advertising, right? We also need to have some roadshow or workshop, right, to get more opportunity, right, and then to have a positive impact to get more business. So marketing capability is also capability we need to have, okay, for the partner, okay. And then the fourth is the operation. So what is operation? It means that they should have a good management skills, right? Management capability to control the risk. For example, when they participate a tender, right? They need to know how to operate the project to get the success, okay? And then to provide stable delivery logistic service, right? And then to make sure there's no risk. So operation system capability is also very important. The last is the organization. So this is that the partner should have a very well organized, okay, should be very well organized. They have a qualified, right, qualified staff, the qualified talents, okay, and then they can make sure that the cooperation between the partner and the Huawei is smooth. So we also need this capability in the organization. Okay, so these 5 capability, okay, is the core, is the factor, is the factor when we consider, okay, so to select a partner. But different, as mentioned, different partner, they should have a different capability. Not all the partner should have these 5. Maybe some only need 2 or 3, right? So in the next page, I will introduce more. And in Huawei, okay, and if you want to become a Huawei partner, as mentioned, first you need to register, and then you need certify, right? And then after you, based on your certification, right, results, we will give you the identity. For example, if you want to be a VIP, you should have different certificates. If you want to be a gold or silver, you should have another certificate. I mean, most likely is a different certificate. Okay, so here you can see that Huawei already designed, okay, different certificates, okay, to make sure our partner have this capability. So first is the sales, okay, and then the second is pre-sales, and then the service and the marketing, and then the 5 is the instructor. So instructor, it means that they should have like a teacher, like a tutor, right? They can do the training, okay. And then last is we call it supply chain, okay, management, and then SQA. So SQA is a safety and the quality assurance, okay. So in this part is also important because right now our business, DigiPower, is very highlight the safety in our business, right? So in this year we already have this certificate. So as you can see, in this six area, we have 6 different certificates. Okay, certificates. So in each certificate, in each area, in each aspect, we have a different level of certificate. For example, for sales, right? We have smart PV. Okay, we have a smart PV, but so this is smart PV, but we also have a smart PV. Then we detail that is only for commercial and industry. So meaning you don't need to know all the knowledge or pass all the exam for other other scenarios. So you only focus on commercial and the industry. So if you get the certificate for residential, so meaning you only need pass the exam that focus on residential solution. So you don't need you don't need to know or to learn other solution in other scenarios. But the first one, smart PV. So this is the most all round. Okay, this is the all round certificate. You need to know both commercial, industry, residential, or even utility. So you should have more knowledge. Okay, full knowledge about the smart PV business. So that means different certificates. They means different difficulty, different difficulty to get this certificate. Okay, so and for marketing, it's just only one, right? And for instructor, it's also same, right? We have two types of certificate for the instructor. One is the smart PV, so meaning you need to know all the knowledge. Or another one is only for residential, commercial industry. Okay, so this meaning okay is different. So for logistic and then supply chain and then QA, SQA. So it also means you need to have a knowledge. You can handle the management, logistic. You can handle the order. Okay, and then you in the SQA, you need to know the safety requirements. You should know how to make sure that the safety during the transportation, during the installation, during the maintenance. So different certificate means you need to know different knowledge, okay, in different aspects. So our certificate, Huawei Certified Specialist X means A, P, or E. So A means is the low level, is the primary, it's preliminary. It's called associate. And then the P is a special professional. And then E means expert. So these three different level of certificate means different difficulty. Okay, the higher, the more difficult. And then so this is the introduction about of our smart PV certification. Okay, so after I introduce our certification overview, so right now you can see that different partners, to become our different departments, you must meet our certification requirements. The first is the sales performance. So here here what we show is just the HQ, okay, the frame, the policy framework, okay. It's for the local policy. Maybe you have some change, so you need to contact with your local channel manager. Okay, so here is just the framework from HQ. For example, first is the sales, okay, performance, the threshold. So different VAP, different partners, they have a different threshold. Okay, so distributor 6 million, VAP 2 million. Okay, like the golden partner 500,000, right? 500,000. So authorized partner, okay, it's just you need to have performance. So if you want to escalate or upgrade, okay, your identity, for example, from silver to gold, so you need to increase your sales performance from 0.25 million to 500,000. So once you reach the sales performance, this is mandatory. Okay, this is mandatory. Okay, so the second is the capability. Okay, we also have a capability and then the personnel requirements for the different requirements, different partners. So if you want to become our VIP, you need to get here. You can see you need to get a certificate in sales, in pre-sales, in marketing, and then also in after sales. So here you can see the requirements for the certificates and also the quantity for the certificate, right? So it's very simple. It's very clear here. So normally the higher VIP and then the regional partner, okay? is higher. Okay, it's a higher partner. Okay, so meaning more certificates. Okay, more certificates, more requirements. Okay, and the last is that our capability requirement. Here we already have, as mentioned, we evaluate the partner in 5 core capability aspects. So as you can see, the different partners they should have a different capability. Okay, supply platform capability, financial capability, industry marketing capability. So industry marketing capability, it means that you should have a knowledge about the industry. You should have a knowledge and you should have a deep insights, right? You should know the developments, the future about the industry. And then is the sales and technique. And then last is service. So different partner, as mentioned, as I said, different partner, they have a different capability requirements. Not all the partner should have all the requirements, all the capability. But normally for VIP and the regional partner, we have a higher requirement. Okay. And then here I want to introduce the steps. Okay, or some tips. If one partner want to work with Huawei, first is that they should register, okay, in our system. So this registration is done. It will be done online. Okay, first they should register their information. Okay, and sign the contract. So here we have a 3 contract online. Okay, this will be signed. After sign, okay, we should know they should certify. Okay, they should be conducted certification. So meaning they need to pass our examination. Okay, they should have personnel, should have people to do the marketing, do the sales. So pass the examination. Okay, and then after they get enough certificates, then they can be certified. Okay, so every year, okay, we have a new partner, we will do the new certification. And then for the old partner, we also will evaluate their performance and then to do the certification renewal. Okay, so at the end of each year, okay, we will do the renewal. Okay, based on their sales performance, based on their achievements in the certification, right? If they don't have enough certificate or they didn't reach our performance threshold, they may be downgraded or they will cannot work with Huawei any longer. So this is the renew certificate. And then for the expire date, okay, as for that date, every year, okay, we also require, okay, the customer to sign the contract, to re-sign the contract again at the end of each year. Okay, so if they sign in the H1, okay, so the validity, okay, will be last until the February of next year. Okay, if they sign in the H2, so the agreement will expire. Okay, in the 3rd year. Okay, in the 3rd year of February 1st. So here we need to pay attention. Okay, because if they didn't sign the contract or they didn't renew the contract in time, maybe they will lose their identity. They cannot work with Huawei. So the contract, okay, renew is very important. Okay. So just now, as mentioned, if they want to upgrade, they need to reach the target, right? You can upgrade your certificate, your identity from silver to gold, or to even VIP, as long as you reach our requirements, certification requirements. But also, meanwhile, if you don't reach our requirement, you may downgrade. Huawei may downgrade your identity. So this is our policy. Okay, how they work. Okay, in this part, I want to introduce the incentive. Okay, and give you some introduction, a brief introduction. Our incentive. So in partner business, most company, also Huawei, okay, we design the incentive, okay, so to a policy, okay, so this incentive, so why we did this design this incentive? First, just to encourage, okay, encourage our partner to improve, right, improve to their performance or to achieve their target, right. The third is to ask them to, as mentioned, to invest more and then to improve their capability, right? And then to make our cooperation to more smooth, and then to also to influence their behaviors. Okay, because sometimes we have some disagreements between Huawei and partners. So sometimes we have this incentive policy to guide the customer to do as what Huawei asks to do. Okay, so this is we call the to influence the behavior, and then to make the process to make the process management smooth. Okay, and then also to ask them to develop customer, because we Huawei want them to to have more business. So meaning sometimes they need to have more partner, all right? And then to build their own partner ecosystem. So this is the initiative design, the principle, the background. And then here we have a design, okay? We have different initiative. First is called the full prepayment discount, okay? So this is also initiative, means that the partners, once they conduct the payment full time, 100% in one time, they can enjoy some discounts. For example, 1% or 2%, right? So this is called the prepayment discounts. And then also we have a rebate instead. So meaning that after they finish the sales or do some conduct some activity, they can do some rebate, get some money back from the sales performance from Huawei. And then the rebate instead, we have 4 types. The basic we have a basic, okay, basic rebate. So basic rebate is that no matter what you have achieved in your sales performance, you will get a rebate based on your sales performance, basic rebate. And then the target rebate, meaning once you reach our target set by Huawei, for example, in this year you meet the target, for example, the total annual sales target, for example, 4 million, maybe you can get additional 1% rebate. So this is called a target rebate. And then capability rebate. Capability rebate is also that once you satisfy Huawei's requirements in your certificate, for example, the HCS, for example, in the sales, pre-sales, or after sales, if you have a double, okay, you have a double certificate compared with the Huawei requirements, you may get additional 2% rebate. Okay, so we design this rebate just encourage or to encourage the customer, the partner, to invest more human resource or capability in their talents. Okay, and then the first one is the MBO. So MBO is short for management by objective. Okay, so it is also incentive. Okay, to design. Okay, based on the partner's behavior. Okay, so once the partner do what Huawei ask them to do, okay, do the same, okay, and then for example Huawei asks you to submit a report, the PSI report, the inventory stock, or they to submit some insider report to give some feedback or share the project pipeline. Just follow the Huawei requirements. Huawei will do the evaluation and then to give them a score, and then they will give you rebates, give you additional rebates based on your behavior. Okay, based on behavior. If you 100% follow Huawei requirements, you may get 100%. If you just didn't follow, or you can get 0. Okay, so this is also another one. Management by objective. Okay, so this is another initiative. Besides the rebate, okay, initiative, we also have a marketing support. Okay, initiative. So marketing support, as you can, I think it's very simple. Okay, we have first one is JMF. We call it joint marketing fund. Okay, joint marketing fund. So this is also based on your sales performance. So this money will be used by our customer. Okay, to do the marketing activity. And then another one is called marketing MDF and marketing development fund. Okay, it came from Huawei budget. The Huawei will pay the money for the that, and then also the demo. Okay, so Huawei will provide the demo product to our partner. This initiative, okay, different partner, they can enjoy different initiative. So normally the tier 1 partner, the VIP, the distributor can enjoy all this initiative. But for tier 2, okay, for the tier 2, so normally they only have a right, they are entitled to, they only have a right to have the basic rebate or the MDF or the demo. Okay, so different partner have a different initiative, but normally we have this is the local policy. Okay, maybe different, have some different. So you can confirm with your local channel manager. Okay. So I just already explained. Okay, or in oral. Okay, what is a full prepaid? What is target rebate? What is basic and capability rebate and BL rebate? Okay. So hope guys you have some general idea about all the and also have an understanding of the definition of this rebate. So different rebates is used for different purpose. Okay, different purpose, and then they came from different source. For the rebate initiative, normally from is based on your sales performance or your behavior performance. For the marketing, normally is GMF from the performance or the sales performance of partner. But the MDF is from Huawei. Okay, it's a Huawei budget from Huawei budget. And for demo, is also Huawei will provide the special, okay, or the preferential price to our partner to make sure that they can buy our some demo products at a cheap price, with a cheap price, and then to establish their lab, okay, to show to our customer. So this is an incentive briefing, okay. And for the JMF, as I mentioned, I already introduced the definition, and then the how it can be used, what it can be used. And here I want to tell you that the steps, okay, the steps how to use this JMF fund, okay. And normally, okay, I mentioned is for marketing, okay. This fund is for marketing. So before you start, okay, before you start activity, okay, so you need to apply first, okay, apply, and then you get proof from Huawei side. Then you can conduct, our partner can conduct the capability and can conduct the marketing activity, okay. And then after the activity is finished or complete, the partner should submit some acceptance materials to Huawei, and then Huawei will do the acceptance. If the acceptance approved, okay, so there's some will be, there is some amount, okay, we call it JMF secure, will be activated in the system, and then the partner can claim the secure. So secure means is also means money, okay, it's kind of money. So all this, as mentioned, JFM normally, okay, is how we calculate is equal the performance, okay, and then the rebate proportion. So normally rebate is 1%, okay, is will be times your performance, okay. So it will be distributed quarterly. So each quarter we will distribute this rebate to our partner. So this rebate is It's a claim where all the process is done, okay, from the application to the approve to the acceptance or to the claim, okay. So it will be done, okay, online. So we have a system, okay, like Power Partner. So our partner can contact this to use this GMF, okay, to claim the funds, okay, online, okay. Another thing is that here I want to highlight, because in smart PV we have a residential scenario, right? For the residential is both the business we work with our partner, because our partner will contribute the sales. Okay, Huawei didn't do the direct sales, so we sell through our partner. So for the partner, there is another thing very important is a PSI, purchase sales inventory management. So in the PSI management, we have a very strict, okay, we have a very strict and high requirement for the information. So they need to convey, okay, they need to submit the stock, okay, all the sales, right, all the do the data, all the data to Huawei, because Huawei system will collect this data to do the analysis, right? Whether they have overstock or they were out of stock, or what is a sales trend, what is a marketing trend, right? So in this part, so we must require the customer should submit the PSI report in time, okay, timely, okay, in timely. So and also should be the data should be accurate, and also should be complete. So there should be no missing information. There should be no lacking information. Okay. So based on this data, so we can do a lot of things. As mentioned, we can do the we can know the sales focus, right? We can do the inventory, the monitoring, right? We can do the marketing, right? We can do the customized marketing, right? We also have can design the sales performance initiative, and to help us, okay, to understand what is the status in the customer stock, right? What is the sales? And then in this way, to make sure the trust and the cooperation between Huawei and the partner can be sustainable, okay? So this is the purpose we ask ask the customer to do the PSI management, okay? So last, I want to highlight that in Huawei, okay, digital power business is the same, like is all the principle, okay, the work principle or the cooperation principle is very simple. It's almost the same like in Huawei enterprise or EBG business. That is very we are based on the rules, okay. Our cooperation is based on the rules. So partner in the partner side, okay, they should do a lot of control management, okay. The compliance, we have a requirement for them for compliance, okay. Compliance control. They also should have a conflict control, okay, conflict management, and also they should to pay attention to the authorized sales, because we set some rules, and the forbidden line or the red line they cannot cross, okay. But at the same time, Huawei also have some we have a self requirement. Okay, we have a requirement for ourselves. So first is that we already released or published a lot of regulation or guidelines to restrict our behavior to do the business with our partner. Okay, to make sure our policy is transparent. Okay, so in this way we will make sure that the partner and the Huawei can work in a long term, and then our cooperation is sustainable and smooth. Okay, so today, here is a introduction about of smart PV. Okay, partner policy. Okay, that's it. Thank you. So guys, hi. Do you have any question? Maybe we can have some interaction. Okay, and also this is part is for Q&A session. Okay. If you have any question, you can ask, because next part I will introduce our data center. Okay, data center critical power. Awesome. Okay. Hello. Okay. If no question, we will go to the next part. Okay. Okay. Let's continue the data center facility, and then the critical power partner policy. Okay, outside of China. Actually, the introduction. Okay. Most part is similar. Okay, it's almost the same like smart TV sales partner. So it's the same. Business, we don't have installer. Okay, so for data center business, we have only 5. Okay, 5. For the positioning, okay, is the same sales partner position. We VIP distributor and the tier 2 partner, they have a different function, different rules in our system. Is the same. Okay, it's the same like the smart PV business. So for the registration and then for the administration requirement is the same. So here I don't want to repeat again. Okay, if you want to know more, you just check the smart PV part. Okay, and then for the identity. Okay, here I want to highlight. So for smart PV, for the data center facility business. Okay, we have a different sales partner. Okay, so we don't have a golden plus. We don't have a global distributor. We only have a regional distributor, and then distributor, and then the regional partner. Okay, so different different as like the smart PV business. We also have a different sales performance threshold for these different partners. For example, the distributor or the regional partner, the threshold, the sales performance should be 2 million. Okay, 2 million. For the VIP, 1 million. So this is also is from HQ. Okay, the frame policy. Okay, from HQ, and it's much lower than smart PV. Okay, it's much lower. So this is a difference. Okay, another is that for the capability part is the same. Okay, different partners, they should have a different capability in the market, in the market, industrial market, in the sales, pre-sales, and finance. Okay, and then the supply platform. Okay, so for the this part is the same. Okay, this part is the same. For the data center facility business, we have Huawei also have a different design. Okay, have designed different certification. Okay, for the specialist. Okay, for the sales. Okay, we called only have 1. For the pre-sales, we have 3. Okay, in the terms of the power, modular DC data center, and the cooling. Okay, and the cooling. So this is oh sorry, this is we have also have 4. So if you choose the cooling, you only need to pass the exam of the focus on cooling. If you want to get certificate of data center facility, you need to know all this knowledge in the power, module DC, and cooling. Okay. And then for the service, service is also the same. Okay. The service part is also classified in three aspects: power, module, DC. Okay. And for the instructor, okay, same. Okay, it's the same. So for the SCM and the SQA, we also have a released this kind of certificate. Okay, should have a very but this is not SCM and SQA is not mandatory. It's not normally it's not mandatory, but a local policy maybe they have a requirement. Okay. So for the incentive for data center business, data center facility business, as you can see, we only have it's much easy, much simple than the smart PV incentives. So we only have a basic rebate, capability rebate, right? Capability rebate, and we don't have a target rebate. We don't have MBO rebate. Okay, so only two rebates. For the marketing reach support, is the same. Is the same. Okay. So here is a same like the smart PV. Okay. For the PSI, because for data center facility business. So right now in overseas, okay, we don't have normally we our sales model is a project. It's not a distribution sales. So, but in some areas, in some country, we also have the run rate business. So if they apply for the run rate business, they need to know. They need to also have to submit the PSI. Okay, so this is a requirement. Okay, that's it. Because the smart PV, I mentioned these two introduction is almost the same. That's only have some very few differences. Okay, in the certification, in the incentives, and also in the requirements, the certification requirements. Okay.